Three podcasts, one crew. Turn the volume up. Let's ride. Three mics, one vision. Yeah, we're built to survive. Bucks and O's football. X's and O's of life. Every episode cooking. Every take coming live. If you love the game, then you already know the vibe. Yeah. Bucks and O's got the Pirates waving black and gold. Oreos flying high while the stories get told. Breaking down the big plays, every trade, every score. Hit the record button and we're ready for more. Friendly competition, but the passion runs deep. Building something bigger every single week. From the first hot take to the final goodbye. We keep the fans coming back cause the energy's high. Three mics, one vision. Yeah, we're built to survive. Bucks and O's football. X's and O's of life. Every episode cooking.
This is gross.
Oh, is that one of the puppy's toys?
Sure is. Used to be a chicken. Look at that thing. It's like, don't even have a back. Like, the back of the head is gone.
Went to town on it.
Lord. Yikes. Well, welcome in.
Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate y'all coming in to support. Always a pleasure.
Puppies are running amok. Well, this is something I don't even know. Yeah, this is the one that was voted on, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think we took the poll.
Yeah.
It was between comedy and I think decades.
Yeah, and Kyle threw up a bunch of fucking ideas, and I'm like, Jesus, Kyle, come on, bub. They were really good. I'm just gonna tell you what it is, and that's the next one we're gonna do. We're not gonna do a poll. We'll have to create 3 more ones to do a poll for. But this is gonna be like a multifaceted one because I think Coke brought this one up about decades. And I was like, yeah, I mean, okay, cool, whatever. Didn't really get the votes because I was like, okay, I mean, all right. But for whatever reason, when Kyle brought it up, he basically texted me and he was like, I have some ideas for A to Z topics, 1980s, 90s, 2000s, and 2010s. I think the decades would be the most interesting and entertaining of any that you haven't done before. And I was like, I like it, but I might need to spread the decades out into 4 shows with maybe categories. And then the wheels started turning because that's how I operate. And he then said, yeah, like music of the decades, movies, TV shows of the decades, sports of the decades, yada, yada, yada. And I was thinking like, yeah, like this Coke and Kyle idea are about to have a weird, like, mildly aborted baby. So I'm gonna
decades with the specific theme to them. So if we did music, we would cover music from all of the decades, and then if we did shows.
Do you care about the 80s? I don't give a shit about the 80s.
I mean, 80s was pretty much, I wasn't even a teenager, so I was.
Yeah.
I'm sitting up here maybe 8, 9, 10. I'm not fully developed or anything like that. That to remember a lot of elementary school, like a lot of the 80s stuff, I kind of seen or found out about when movies or shows tried to reduplicate the 80s. So then you kind of like, oh yeah, I do remember that. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't be able to just ramble off a bunch of things, but like, one primary show, the very public show now is Stranger Things set in the 80s. And, they just do things that you're like, oh man, that was like the thing back in the 80s,
Right.
But to ask me to remember a vivid picture or anything I'm not going to say I'm completely blank, but I don't have a lot, like I don't have as much description as I have in probably the 90s.
That's what I was going to say. I'm thinking we should do 90s and then 2000s, and we got to figure out Because basically that's like, if we pick 2 of the categories and do the ABCs for the 90s and then the 2000s, that's 8 shows. That's 2 months. So, yeah, we'll have to think about how we want to approach that.
How to break it up, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. I like it. The 90s are my jam, so I'm definitely excited to do the 90s.
Yeah.
Should we tell people
when I was shaping who I was? Right. From teenager, 9th grade, going into senior high school. Yeah, 90s was very significant in my life.
Because I know this week we're doing A through M for the comedy one, and then next week is N through Z.
I think we should just put a break in there, like a different type of subject. Like, let's do the ABCs, let's do the A through M, N through Z, and then maybe a different show.
There is a different show. I was just about to say that. Should we tell them what that show's going to be?
Oh, you can go ahead. I was thinking about it the other day, and I'm like, I don't know how we gonna get it done, but go ahead.
So, we're doing the A through M this week, and then N through Z next week, and the week after that, which would be the week of our Lord. Okay, that's the last week of the month, because I know next week we're on the Minorities Report as well on Saturday, so keep that in mind. But yeah, on the 28th, we are doing one of our favorite skits we've seen. Definitely top 5 for me. This hit me when I was driving to work, and I don't know why, but I'm like, oh my God, this can work so perfectly. So for a raise of hands, just say something in the chat here. Who's a fan of the Chappelle Show? If not everyone, these motherfuckers don't say nothing. I'm ending the show.
Yeah. I don't know any Chappelle haters in my life. I don't know any. I don't know anyone that's running up and down making it a point to tell me that Chappelle is not funny or that disagree with his skits or anything.
Perfect. All right, so Coke likes it, Kyle likes it. Somebody else is in here too. I'm not sure. They didn't say nothing yet. Well, here's what we're going to do. We are going to reenact the racial draft. And speaking of the Minorities Report, that's a pun. And that's a pun in a pun. We're going to have Maximus on in with us to do the draft with us because he is Dominican. So he's going to cover the Latin persuasion. Jermaine is going to be the white people. Obviously, I'm going to be the Asian. But here's the kicker, right? So it's going to be a draft of 4. Basically, at the hey, there we go, Maximus. There, perfect. It's going to be basically a draft of 4 people. I have to draft somebody. No, I'm sorry. It's 3 people. Yeah, we draft 3 people. Sorry. I draft a black person I want to bring to the white persuasion, a Latin, Spanish, Dominican person to bring over to the situation, and another race that I have to pick out of none of those that are available because I don't have any Asian people in my life, so that's not going to work. But here's the kicker: you also have to give away 3 of your own race, so you don't have to give them to anybody necessarily. I don't know. Do you guys want to do that? Do you want to maybe have to give your race to somebody else?
No, I'm talking about just release them to the pool. Like these.
Okay. So it's free agency. Okay.
Yeah, like these are 3 individuals that like as they did on the show, like the delegation. Like that.
100% right. 100% right. This would not happen. No way.
What happened? No, I'm not. Yeah. No.
No.
Oh,
Once again, fun little perk of being a small channel. There you go. But yeah, so you give up 3 of your own race, and you.
So what you saying? Chappelle's show couldn't air in today's world? I mean, would they cancel Chappelle? It would still be
people,
like
no, because people know who
fun.
Chappelle is. No one knows who the fuck we are.
Yeah, that's true.
That is very true.
That's
anonymity will work against you. It's like, who are these fucking people?
Who do they think they is? They can, yeah. Okay.
Right. So long story short, I'm gonna pick someone black. I'm gonna pick someone either Latin, and I'm gonna pick another race. And you guys are gonna do the same. It'll be fun. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. I just figured that'd be.
And then 3 to give away from your from your own race. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. I mean, if there's another way people cannot be dead for this draft. You know what? Maximus asked me the same thing when I texted this idea. And I was like, I think it would be more interesting if they were if they were alive. But it is your draft. You can do what you want. Have to be a well-known person. Right? Yeah, I mean, you're not going to be like, yeah, man, I'm picking Jamal because he like 2 weeks ago fucking came and switched my water.
Somebody I worked with, a coworker. Yeah, I'm picking a coworker that nobody knows. Like, come on. Yeah. Right.
I mean, obviously you want to have a reason behind it, but it's going to be funny. The whole point of it is to be funny and silly and non-serious. If over the next week and a half we got, we think of something kind of to add to it, a little caveat, definitely down. So, boys, put your heads together if you have any more additions to that, more than willing. But as for today, anyone that hasn't really been privy to our ABCs, which everyone has been, but I just do the spiel anyway because it's what we do here. So, topic is ABCs of comedy. What you're supposed to do is have a, how this is going to happen. Just roll with it.
He said, let me tell you what you're supposed to do and what's going to actually maybe happen.
Right. There's no maybes there. So there is the topic. It is broken into 2 shows. You go through A through M and then N through Z. You pick a word that starts with the letter of the alphabet as you go down that will associate itself with the topic. Sometimes there's a single word. Sometimes there's a sentence. Sometimes there's a grouping. There's no telling how it's going to work. You know how it's going to work. It's fine. Don't worry about it. That's the fun of it. I will say this. I had trouble with this. Like the idea, I loved the idea. I'm like, yeah, that'll be great. Then I got to brass tacks and I'm like, oof, this is much more difficult than I thought.
Yeah, I definitely struggled where I thought A through M was going to be a flash. Like I thought I was going to zip right through it, and no, it was a little bit more difficult than I thought. It's words, phrases, or just straight up comics. So, and my thing is different too, as far as like the comics I'm going to name. Some comics I'll reference by the first name because that's just what popped in my head, or some is the last name.
Funny enough, that's what Coke just put in there. And I looked at my list, and everyone except one, or everything I chose, I should say, is a last name. At least the ones that
I got some first names here. God damn.
It's fine. I mean, once again, it's one of those deals where it is it was more of an undertaking than I thought it was going to be, which is good because I had to think. And you know, that's kind of what I'd like to do. I don't want it to be able to rattle things off real quick, because then it's like, that's not that entertaining. So
I mean, a lot of my first names is what kind of, you know, society has kind of,
right,
you know, got used to. I mean, like, if you may say comedy and you say this first name, most people can pinpoint who you're talking about. Like,
right.
And then, like, there's certain comics that they're probably better known for their last name, and that's kind of how I lined it. You know, I mean, there's only one comic, of course. I don't want to spoil it, but there's only one comic that can fit either category to me, and that was the comic that we're recreating the draft for.
Oh, so, okay.
I mean, if you say his first or last name, especially his last name.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Which is wild, because he has a very generic first name. So it's like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, letter A, sir.
Okay. My letter A, thinking of a comic, but then I end up using that comic's last name because I'm used to their last name. But me, I went with your type of, you know, vibe that you go with, where you're not naming an actual thing, you're actually like or a specific comic or something like that. You're naming a concept. And for me,
anal.
Just the anal. For me, it's audience. You gotta know the audience that you're displaying or trying to lay your comedy out, because every audience doesn't laugh at the same thing. I mean, if I'm a political comic to talk about politics, it'd be goofy as hell for me to go into some ghetto and try to, you know, run my comic show. You know what I mean? And then it's just you just got to know the audience that you're performing from. So I think comedy is subjective to the audience you're in front of, because, like, I'm not saying anything bad about, you know, women, but a lot of women comics, I don't really have a woman comic out there that's just floor me to the ground cracking up, because a lot of women comics talk about relationships and men, and every man comic doesn't talk about women and relationships. It just seems like women, that's their main theme. And it's like, I don't see where they're coming from. It's just like, I understand.
Let me just crack the egg. Bitches aren't funny.
Because the approach that they take, it's always like every woman comic that either came out in a lineup of comics or had their own special. It's only a matter of time before they start talking about this relationship or this man or something that didn't work out. And it's like,
I went on this date and all you want to do is story. Fuck. Like, shut the fuck up, you miserable.
Yeah, I'm tired of it. Like, I don't have a female comic that comes directly to mind that I'm like, oh, she's the GOAT or she's the best all time.
Stick to making sandwiches.
I'm not trying to be sexist at all. It's just that I'm not part of that audience. I am not that audience. So I'm going back to my point. You gotta have a certain audience. So, like, there's certain people that want to hear certain things and they crack up. Like damn, Chappelle. I can just reference Chappelle all the day. Like Chappelle when he did the Black Gallagher. Like, that Gallagher dude was a real thing. Like, this dude really got up in front of people and smashed fruit. Now, the goofy motherfuckers that came to watch that show, they really were laughing at that. I would never do no shit like that.
Yeah, no.
But Gallagher knew his audience. He knew the audience that he could make money to.
Right, white people.
Right. Yeah, I don't understand how you find somebody smashing fruit to be comical.
No.
So I don't know. But audience is very important. Very important.
Well, Coke's starting in on me already. Kind of like how he did to you for the video game thing. My
he
was
already
Airplane.
Oh,
my movie was Airplane. Yeah.
Okay.
Just very quotable stuff. Leslie Nielsen, the broad talk and jive, you know, the Shirley quote. It was just a part of the 80s where, like, the slap slit, was it 80s or 70s at that point? I don't even remember.
Might have been late 70s going into
Yeah,
80s.
I
Like
think it may
a
have been
lot of
on
those,
that
a
fringe.
lot of those 80s is turn of the decade, like
Yeah.
leaving like 78, 79 and going into
Yeah.
81, 82.
It's where you could do like a hard R and everyone thought it was cute. It's like, oh, that's silly.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, man, just a funny, like, and once again, probably one of those movies that a lot of the things that were said and done, you probably couldn't get away with now because everyone's so sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
But it's almost like an adult comedy that you could take kids to because it's like, it's silly enough. They're like, they don't really know what's going on, but they're like innocent enough to like, ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
So,
a lot of those punchlines are hidden. They're hidden good enough that
right,
adults catch them,
like it's
but
when
kids
like
don't
movies
really
were
get
made.
them.
Movies were made better back then. They were just, you didn't have to dig, but you had to like, he did. That's silly. All right, fair enough. So, yeah, man, just 1980. So yeah, we were right on the cusp there. Thank you there, Kyle. Yeah, and Maximus, there you go. There's the, I'm not kidding, and Don't Call Me Shirley. Yeah, 100%. Like, that's just a stupid, goofy movie that is just full of quotables, and it's in that Mel Brooks era where he was just, like movies like that. Yeah, just movies like that were just being hammered out left and right, and it was just, it's funny, man. It's funny. It's good, not clean. It was there. It was terrible, but funny stuff like that. So that is my letter A. All right, B for bitch.
This is another one where this is an actual comic that where maybe you could use both names, but first name that come to mind for B is Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac is one of the funniest dudes. I mean, ever since he was on Def Comedy Jam and nobody knew who he was, to the movies he played in.
Yeah.
Bernie Mac is legendary, and he's one of the kings of comedy. So
yeah.
But
that was my first real kind of introduction to Bernie, was the Kings of Comedy.
Oh, okay.
Like, because I mean, you see him in Friday and shit like that and whatever. But like my first real like who the fuck is this dude? And I was like, oh, I'm never gonna hear Milk and Cookies not in a gay voice ever again.
He said to get some milk and cook. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
fucking yes.
I remember
like honestly to the point. When ringtones were actually important important. Like, you could go to these other websites and goofy stuff and find little clips of stuff. There was a point in time where him saying milk and cookies was my fucking ringtone. Swear to God.
I don't know how you found that ringtone. I ain't never heard of. I would be rolling if I'm on the bus and somebody just hear, I want some milk and cookie, and they pull out their phone.
Yes.
Never heard that one. Yeah. But yeah, Bernie Mac, it's like, okay, he first hit the scene, Def Comedy Jam, because I remember Def Comedy Jam was like, that was like the thing you watched every Saturday on HBO, if you had HBO, or if you hope your parents had it. And, it'd be like the late night. It was like almost like, I don't know, Laughing After Dark, or no, not Sex After Dark, but like one of those shows where it's like, okay, Martin Lawrence was hosting. And,
right.
It brought out all these new comics and you never heard them. And, some of them were corny. I mean, a lot of them were corny, but there's those ones that stood out. And Bernie Mac was definitely one, yo. He came out and like he had no fear of the crowd and he just took it over.
Yeah.
Took it over. And he's the funniest comic on Kings of Comedy. Yep.
Insanely talented, man.
And like, if I just said, okay, a comedy, last name Mac, maybe you can catch Bernie, but I think he's well. I mean, sorry, Coke. I hate to use, but the synonymous with Bernie, like Bernie Mac.
Yeah, yeah. And he seemed like he was actually a nice guy. He seemed like he was a genuinely nice dude. I don't know.
Seemed like to me one of those people I would like to, hang out with for a day. Like that dude seemed like you would have a good time hanging with him. And you'll probably be rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my number B is there you go, Coke. Yeah. Yeah.
Him downstairs. Who was him? Him down. It's like I don't have a name.
See, I'm gonna fuck around and have to watch that shit now. Damn. Yep. All right. My B is Bo Burnham. He is, and generally speaking, music comedy acts don't really do it for me. But Bo Burnham, he is a very, very smart, intelligent comic. You're looking at me like I got 4 eyes, which is fine.
You've never heard of the person? Like you said, he did music with his comedy?
Yes. So I'll have to send you a clip of Bo Burnham stuff so you can kind of see, you know what I'm saying. But he's intelligent, and it's like, I don't really have a better way to put it. He just, like, the double entendres and the puns he throws in, and like the bars he drops, like, for lack of a better term, it's like, this motherfucker is brilliant. Like, he has albums, like it's a whole thing. Like he was a big thing for a while.
So he got like the hidden punchlines and stuff like that. Yeah, double meanings and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's a good time, man. Like, anyone that hasn't really checked him out is Bo, Burnham, I think. Really easy to find. So I'll just send you like a compilation thing when we're done here, so you kind of know what I'm talking about. But yeah, good time. C.
Cool.
I mean, it should be pretty fucking easy.
Yeah. See, this is where, my first thought was ASAP with Chappelle. But I'm like, oh, no, I'm using D for Dave Chappelle. So I'm going to just let you know my D is Dave Chappelle. C, I had a couple here. I'm always going to have a couple here. My first one after Chappelle was Jim Carrey. And you don't, of course, Jim is too common to be, just calling him Jim.
I remember him as James Carrey on In Living Color.
Yes. Jim Carrey is like, one of, you said started In Living Color, was the funniest guy, one of the funniest guys on the show. You knew he had talent. He was going to, he played in a couple 80s movies, I think like Once Bitten or some crazy vampire movie. He played in some movies before Living Color, but nobody really knew him until Living Color. Like Living Color, like, oh, wow, Andrew Dice Clay. I got Cedric the Entertainer. Cosby. It has nothing to do with his, whatever his, the knocking bitches out and all that. Cosby was never... He never tickled me like that.
He's like Will Smith.
Like he was like, he had the show and everything, I don't know. He was proud, showed you what, a middle class, the upper class black people would look like. He was, on the Cosby Show. But as far as being funny, like crack up, he really never did it to me. I know his stand-up himself. There was some funny parts in there where he's talking about his wife giving birth and, he was making the sounds, but Cosby never had me grab my stomach and just like was just cracking up so hard I couldn't breathe. Like,
funny enough, there, Coke. One of my options was Comedy Central, but I'm like, it seems too broad. But yeah, it definitely crossed my mind.
Yeah. So yeah, I had Cedric the Entertainer and Jim Carrey, but I'm gonna go with Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey, man, still making movies today. Legendary.
I'm ashamed with Coke. Really, not really you necessarily, but more so Coke. My C was insanely easy. Fucking Carlin.
Oh, James Carlin. Is his name James?
George Carlin.
George Carlin. Yeah, I was thinking about using that for G, but I don't know enough about George Carlin. But I know he's, got that kind of, what is it, like dry humor?
Not entirely. He was soft spoken. He was soft spoken. Yeah, no one said anything about lag here. No, we're good on this end too.
Are we lagging?
I think so. Coke has had some lag issues lately. I'm not sure why. Yeah, Carlin is like the godfather of it. Just filthy, dirty. So yeah, Coke. Mine was Carlin here. That's why I was like disappointed with you. I'm like, how did you miss that, Coke? My God. Just a godfather, like a visionary, like Kyle said. Just iconic is really the best way. You can rattle off all the things he's done and said and all the other fun stuff, but he just did it for a long, long time at a very, very high level. And in that business of what have you done for me lately? Like, you can't really rest on your laurels. Like, Chevy Chase was never funny to me.
I mean, Chevy Chase, in those funny. It was funny in those National Lampoon movies, but like, just finding him hilarious. I mean, there's a difference between being a funny comic and being funny in a movie. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people that can be funny in movies.
You know what was great about Carlin, though,
really too? A good comic.
Here's what was great about Carlin. Carlin made you think, too. Like, he made you laugh, he made you think, but he made you then laugh after you were done thinking. You're like, oh, no, what you're saying actually makes a lot of sense, and I don't like it. Oh, I'm uncomfortable. And I am just amazed that Coke didn't drop Carlin. All right. D.
I told you my D was Dave Chappelle.
What?
Open and shut case.
Yeah.
Nothing else to say.
Fair.
I mean, his influence is unmatched and unchallenged. I mean, and the dude is still fairly new. I mean, he hit the scene like he's up there in the top 5 to me. He could be the GOAT, but I'm gonna tell you my GOAT on my next pick.
And on E?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Earthquake?
That's a fucking artist. Oh no, Earthquake is a damn comedian.
Yeah.
Oh, he's never been funny to me, really.
No.
So,
no. I think he was in Clerks 2 in the porch monkey scene. Him and Wanda Sykes. I believe that was Earthquake. I don't know. Someone G-check me on that.
Another one that was never really funny to me. Wanda Sykes.
No. No one cares that you fucking look pussy. Nobody cares. You look like someone punched the fuck out of you. Like you were hideous looking. You're not funny.
She's got an annoying ass voice.
You sound like the fucking. You sound like
you could do. Oh man, I hate.
No, you sound like the fucking villain in Banjo-Kazooie. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I am not a fan.
D is for dicks. Dead serious. D is for dicks. You know why? Because dicks are hilarious in comedy. They always come up. It's always a punchline somewhere. Everyone makes fun of them. Everyone brings them up. And
that's 90% of the women comedy.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's just a funny thing, man. You can make fun of it in so many different ways. You're a boy, girl. it's just one of those deals, man, where it's like dicks are funny. They're always funny. There's always and you do it with your boys. You do it like that. It's just you always. It's universal. Like dick jokes are universal. They're self-deprecating. They're insulting. They can be anything you want them to be. It's just for whatever reason, dicks are funny.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to know what I'm missing on E. Please tell me.
The GOAT of comedy, Eddie Murphy to me.
Oh.
I mean, you probably thought M or Murphy. You know, I'm thinking Eddie, man, Eddie been doing it for so long. His stand-ups are hilarious. He hasn't done a stand-up since Raw, and that shit is still can blow out at least 90% of the stand-ups that's out there.
Okay.
He's in movies. He plays all different types of people. He's played every movie you can think of. Eddie has been, you know, a player in Boomerang. He's been a prisoner in Life. I mean, he's been a donkey in Shrek. I mean, the dude is hilarious. He's been all the clumps of Fat Ass Family. I mean, like, Eddie Murphy to me is until Chappelle came along, I thought nobody could match Eddie Murphy, but Chappelle's close. I still give the edge to, he's the GOAT to me. In my generation, as far as I know, Eddie Murphy is the greatest comic of all time.
Chris brought up Bill Burr and Conan. I used to really like Bill Burr. I think he's just, how many times can you talk about your black wife? Like, oh, I'm a little redheaded guy, and I was like, I'm my black wife, and I went to the hood the one time. Okay.
Oh, that's Bill Burr's whole act? Okay.
Not all the time, and it's just like, oh, then sometimes my wife, I was like, dude, yeah, fucking just shut the fuck up, bub. Like,
yeah,
you can't just, I don't know, you kind of
say Eddie Murphy's the GOAT, but I got one more E, and you know I always have a couple, but Mike Epps, I don't know, Day from Friday. You know, he played in a bunch of other movies too, where the man is hilarious. I haven't even watched his stand-ups. Mike Epps,
I've seen a few of his stand-ups. They're not great.
Epps is a funny dude. Funny dude.
Thought you were gonna say like Eddie Griffin. I was like, oh.
No. Eddie Griffin had one great stand-up, and it was on Def Comedy Jam, and he was doing Michael Jackson smoking crack and shit. That shit was funny, but other than that, Eddie Griffith, I've never really he never had me down.
No.
Over the top.
Like a knockoff Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
So my E, I went more for not really a person, but an idea. And I was thinking about society today because I'm all introspective and deep and shit. I did entertainment. And I know that seems really kind of like a broad, stupid, weird pick, but here's kind of where I'm going with it. Comedy is entertainment. It should be treated as such. It should be viewed as strictly entertainment.
Some
not
people take it too personal. Yeah.
Not any, underhanded digs or passive aggressive or condescending kind of shots at people. That's not what comedy is supposed to be, or it is. It's where you disconnect from, not reality, but you disconnect from your real life, right? And you go there for an hour or two or whatever, whether it be a movie, a stand-up, whatever. And you just enjoy what's being told to you. And then you can somehow parlay that into your own life depending on the type of comedy you're seeing. And like, I've been there. Yeah. Like you can make that connection and you can make that connection by disconnecting everything else. I think
comedy is very strong. Like you said, very entertaining. Like you can go into a room full of complete strangers, and if you somehow tell either a good joke or you come off a little humorous, you fucking wrap everybody up. Like, I mean, how many times have you went out or in your younger years where maybe you had a female that was giggling? Comedy can get you some pussy.
Yeah.
I mean, like being a funny guy in a certain situation or at a party, I've, noticed that, I've had a couple drinks and, hey, I got everybody laughing. Next thing I know, I'm being surrounded by like 4 or 5 females and they waiting on my next joke. And it's like, okay.
If you get a punchline and you get a roll, shit, you might as well just get a crown, just kind of like a, sir, you were king of the pussy. Congratulations. Yeah. But yeah,
it's definitely a form of entertainment that everybody wants to have a laugh.
And I think that needs to be the hard stop. It is a form of entertainment, period. That is all it needs to be. It doesn't have to be anything more. It doesn't have to be deep. Just have some fun, man. Crack some jokes. Like, have those endorphins, another E. Like, have them roll, man. Like, that's the point of it. Laughing feels good.
Yes.
So
don't take yourself so seriously. Like, stop being so serious. You cut yourself out from, like you said, biologically, you're not supposed to cut yourself off from a good time. I mean, like you
ever meet those people that are afraid to laugh? You ever meet those people that are like they're too cool to laugh at a joke? It's like,
oh, yeah. Couple that we work with that sad job where it's like the funniest. I mean, the whole room is cracking up, and they're like trying to hold it back. Like
who?
And of course, Bobby Donovan. Damn, I shouldn't have dropped her whole name.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's been
she could still get it.
Oh yeah. Oh, Farrah Fawcett. Oh yeah. But yeah, we could be in a leadership meeting and everybody's rolling and they're still trying to sit over there like they can't.
Well, I mean, consider who she was fucking robbed. So it's like you got basically 2 train loving motherfuckers here that like. Okay, I mean,
nothing's funny. Okay, whatever.
Nothing's funny. Like, they probably had the darkest sense of humor too. Like, what's funny? AIDS babies. Oh.
And you know that mixed well with me because you can hear my laugh in the call center, fucking at the back of the call center, and
it was you and Candace, 100%.
So every chance I was able to laugh, I was cracking the hell up. Yeah. I ain't kidding.
Why not? All right, F.
F. I went Will Ferrell.
I thought about it. Yeah. He
funny
definitely
guy.
has some roles. 100% has some roles.
Yes. In the the show, the movies, those Anchormans, the Talladega Nights, and him even in Wedding Crashers, and he's just a funny, he's a funny looking dude.
So
really, not a big fan.
No. Friends, no. Frasier, no. Jesus, how fucking old are you, Coke? Christ almighty. Fucking
Friends had funny moments. Frasier was like British intelligent comedy. Like they laughed at upper echelon type shit. Like it wasn't like I don't know how to explain it. Like it's like upper class comedy.
There is not a black person that's ever watched fucking Frasier ever, and was like, I'm happy.
And you know what's funny enough about that? Kelsey Grammer, who played Frasier, he has his hand in a whole bunch of black movies and projects and all that. Yeah. And it's like, it's just weird. Like it was produced by Kelsey Grammer.
It's very weird. It is very weird. Yeah. F, I used, it was more of a concept again, but I have 2 of them. I pulled a U. I had one initially, but
I knew I was going to rub off on you.
Listen, I had one, and then I was walking across the room, and I was like, that's a good one, too. So, farts. And then my addition was falling. People falling. Those 2 are 2 hilarious things. If you can have them happen at the same time,
it's fart and fall.
Oh my goodness. No, like farts are always funny, man. Yeah, I don't know why. They're just funny. And then if you see somebody fall, you want to say like the noble part of you is like, I would not laugh at that. You see someone just eat shit on ice, you're like, oh my God. Oh, you fucking fall out.
I've had instances where either I fell or I seen somebody else fall, and your first reaction is to fucking laugh. And some of the people that fall are a good sport. They look up and they say, I know y'all want to laugh, go ahead. And then that's when I let it go. But most of the time, if you can't do that, you hold it in until you, like, it's almost like you take a mental picture of what they look like.
You have to gauge it. You have to gauge it. You're like, are you fucked up? Or how fucked up are you?
Are you? Yeah. And then once they let you know that they're okay, and that mental picture you took, you replay it back in your head and you crack the hell up.
Yes. And it's just generally it's usually harmless. Sometimes now if you see somebody like fall fucking off a roof, well, that's shit's funny too, actually.
Yeah, that's funny, you know.
It's hard to, it really is a like, hey, how, like 1 to 10, how fucked up are you? Like that's where I need to know where I can then laugh. If it's like 5 or below, sorry, if you don't want me to laugh, maybe fuck yourself up better. I don't know what to tell you. I can't control what's happening. You fucked up and it's funny.
Yes, and it's even funnier when you got somebody that either being an asshole or they're trying to be mean or their intent is to be mean, and then they fall or they make a mistake. It's even funnier. It's like,
oh yeah,
you was really doing something. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right, G.
I struggled with G. I don't know why I struggled with G, but I didn't have anything. I actually, that dude from The Hangover, I think his name is Zach
Galifianakis.
Galifianakis.
Motherfucker is not funny.
In the movie, he was. In the movie Hangover, he was fucking hilarious. I'm sorry.
Coke had some interesting ones.
Tom Green. Oh, damn. See, I couldn't think. Great Outdoors, Golden Girls. Not really. Gilbert Gottfried. He just had that weird, like Godfrey was just, he just had that real whiny ass voice. I could never get past it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was hard for me. Yeah.
My G was real easy. He has since passed on, but he was the roast master. It is Greg Giraldo.
Who? What's his name?
Greg Giraldo.
Is that the one?
And yeah, Coke, I know you're talking about Godfrey. Yeah, I know. He's kind of funny. He's a little over the top, but yeah. But Greg Giraldo. Do you ever watch roasts?
Only 2 roasts I've ever seen is the roast of Tom Brady, and I just saw was he on the Tom Brady one?
No.
And then I've seen the roast of Kevin Hart. Those 2 just recently on Netflix, but I never seen the roasts back in, like, I heard of roasts, but I didn't know it was like an all-out free-for-all, everybody trash everybody. God,
Greg Giraldo was a fucking savage. That's another person I'll have to send you some shit about. Just it's before we got real sensitive is probably the best way to put it. Before we got real sensitive, like so Greg Giraldo, anytime I think of Greg Giraldo, for whatever reason, I just think of Patrice O'Neal because they're just roast guys. I can't really describe them. I mean, my hope was the majority of people knew Greg Giraldo. If you are unfamiliar, do yourself a favor later on, look up Greg Giraldo. Real funny individual. But fucking savage. So And for someone that's doing roast, like he was the roast master. He was like the main event of the roast. People would stay to watch. I mean, not that they were leaving, but you're like, when's Greg doing it? When's Greg going?
Well, everybody else was almost like an undercard, and then the main event was him. Yeah.
Right. Does Big Dick swing and just like, all right, everyone's getting smoked. Let's go. All right. H. You're not going to know who my H is either, so just going to put that out there.
2 here. These are last name. Not a super fan of, but I mean, they got their funny moments. I mean, Kevin Hart and Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey's the kings of comedy.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart is just, like today's, funny guy, today's goofball that everybody makes fun of. So
yeah, I could take or leave Harvey. Like the funniest about him is the Steve Harvey fucking shape up. Like that was the funniest thing about him is the shape up. Like when everyone was like, you got the fresh Steve Harvey like that.
The fresh cut. Yeah.
Like
but he was on the Kings of Comedy. He definitely had some funny parts in there, but he was sort of like the MC. He wasn't like his own comic. And then, never really watched the Steve Harvey show, so I couldn't really draw from there. And then Family Feud, like he's on Family Feud now. Funny dude, like he makes the show. So yeah,
I would say he's funnier there, which is funny because he's like fucking contained. It's like, how are you funnier there than when you were uncensored? But I'm once again, Coke. I am very disappointed with you, buddy. I expected better from you.
What did he put?
My H is Mitch Hedberg.
Heard that name before.
Fucking dead. Well, he's dead. But deadpan stoner guy. Oh man, I forget the guy's name that they always used to compare him to. But just super deadpan. Coke, help me out. Who did they? What is his name? I can't think. It's a super famous comic, and I can't think of his name. But they always used to compare his styles to him. Yeah, definitely one-liner guy. Just made you smile. It's sad he's gone, but drugs are bad, guys. Not Dangerfield, no. But oh my god! All right, hold on. I just very quickly. I have to go look this up. Mitch Hedberg. Style of humor. Hold on.
So he's a classic one-liner.
Comparison. It's like Stephen Wright. There we go. That's what I was thinking about. Stephen Wright. Yeah, thank you, Coke. 100%. Stephen Wright.
Heard Hedberg before I heard it right. I haven't heard anything about Stephen Wright. But I have heard Hedberg.
Yeah. Just I don't know, just funny guy, man. That was an easy pick for me. All right. Let's go to I.
That was hard.
Gay.
That was hard.
I bet you was.
It was hard at first, and then I just said, well, hey, this is gonna be it. In Living Color.
That's my pick too. That's my pick too.
I mean, how many stars come out of that one? You know, the Wayans, Jim Carrey.
Greer.
I mean, Jamie Foxx. I mean,
I wouldn't say like star-wise, but Tommy Davidson was always fun too.
Yeah, Tommy Davidson. Even the one guy, David Alan Grier. I mean, he's not like a star, but he was he was an all the skits.
That cat is still working.
He is still working. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But yeah, when that show came out,
all 90 for the Wayneses. Yep.
Yeah, when that show came out in the 90s, that was like the show that, that was like a teenage version of Saturday Night Live.
Oh, like, yeah.
Okay, this is Saturday Night Live, so yeah.
Hilarious. No, that was great, man. Like that'll always be my favorite, like compilation kind of show. Like no other show holds a candle to it because it was raw. It was funny. You had J-Lo as a fly girl, which I'm like, yeah, nice.
Yeah.
And Love and Color was, and you know what though, and I am because I definitely grew up in the hood. I did. You know where I grew up, Duquesne. Not great. You almost felt like you were a little bit down. Like you kind of got like the cred when you're like, yeah, no, I fucking watch it. You're like, oh, yeah. I'm like, yeah, my shit.
Yeah, because you figure, I think it used to come on like Saturday nights or something like that. And if you came to school on that Monday and you didn't know none of the skits, you just needed to just shut up because everybody else was going to spoil it. Like everybody was talking about it.
Like in Living Color walked so Chappelle's show could run.
So it could run. Yep.
So, yeah, that's my eye too, man. So that's easy. All right. Jay sucked for me, but go ahead.
Yeah, Jay was bad. The only thing that came to, at first I was just like, I was gonna say something about just jokes, period. And I was
That's
like,
exactly what I picked. That's exactly what I picked.
Okay. I'm gonna pass on that because
I'm not proud on it.
Then I thought about the Joker, and I'm like, no, I mean, he wasn't necessarily funny. He's a villain. And then Seinfeld, Jerry Seinfeld, I'm like, I didn't really get into Seinfeld like that. It was kind of primarily for a different audience. So I went with 70s, late 70s, going into the 80s, The Jeffersons. I used to watch the shit out of this show. And The Jeffersons was the only show where the main star was calling white people whatever he wanted to call them.
Yeah.
Stuart Jefferson. So, yeah, that was definitely a childhood staple. You would watch The Jeffersons, and then you would watch, like, Different Strokes and, what was it? The Facts of Life with the girls and stuff like that. So, yeah, The Jeffersons was definitely, and then everybody knew the song in the beginning,
Yeah.
We're moving on up. Everybody knew that shit. So, Jeffersons, yeah.
Yeah, Jay sucked for me, man. Jay was bad. It just jokes. I mean, what is comedy without jokes? I mean, there's slapstick stuff, there's physical comedy, there's all that other fun stuff. But I would say at its core, comedy is about jokes, about punchlines, about.
You got to know your audience of who those jokes work with,
right,
and who they don't work with, because some people
and delivery, like the delivery is so important, and the tone and the timing. Like, it's a science, man. It's not just a like I'm going to tell you this thing and I'm going to hit you with the punchline right away. It's like, no. There is someone on my list that was a demigod for jokes, but it's because how he delivered it. And I think he's much more appreciated now than he was before, but he is one of my favorites of all time with really mostly anything he does. I'm not going to get into who it is. It's definitely on the next episode. So,
but I understand what you're saying as far as, the delivery, because how many times have you heard a joke from somebody that didn't tell it right, or that stopped too many times, or they butchered it and it messed the whole joke up? And sometimes, you got somebody that, it could be, put it this way, 4 different people can tell the same joke and get 4 different reactions.
Yes. Yes.
They really can.
Yeah. So there's a science to it. It's not just words on a paper. It's like who you telling it to, how you telling it, how quick, how slow, where you pacing, where you stopping, where you like your physical. Like there's so many fucking things. Like everyone thinks that you can just go you stand up.
They just ramble it off like they just hand you a script.
Oh, fuck you, Coke. Oh no, I've hurt myself. Oh God,
what did
Jeffries.
he say?
I fucking love Jim Jeffries so fucking much. That is so good, and I'm so disappointed in myself. Yeah, I'm switching. Jay is Jim Jeffries. Oh, that awesome little cunt. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He tells one of the best long jokes about basically his crippled friend, or his brother's crippled. No, his friend's brother goes and gets his first blowjob ever, and he's like just incapacitated. It's a fucking terrible story, but my God, it's funny. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so disappointed in myself. All right, whatever. Go to the next letter. I don't even want to do this anymore. I'm so upset with myself.
I don't even know who the guy is, but
oh my God.
We got K. Me. I had two here. First one I had to immediately pop in my head.
Damn it. Can go.
Immediately popped in my head was Cat Williams.
Yeah.
And I mean, Cat ain't the funniest person in the world, but he had a nice little stretch before he kind of Cat went a little crazy. But before he went crazy, Cat was like the funniest thing smoking. Like right after that Friday, whatever Friday he was in, and then he started hitting the scene and he was like doing stand-up. Cat was one of the funniest comics out at that point. And then Kevin Hart kind of came along and kind of changed and took his audience or whatever. And my second one was another show that, Dave Chappelle said that they pretty much was doing his show when he was away from the game. It's Key and Peele.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Fair. That's good.
Mm-hmm. Key and Peele was funny. I mean,
fucking AA Ron. Yeah.
That substitute teacher skit. Oh my gosh.
How stupid of a thing like that, and then the NFL players, like that.
Yeah, the names.
It's always a good one.
Or when the dude did the celebration with the pump and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like it's just and once again, this is comedy. Like these are jokes that are delivered in such fashion where it just makes sense. It just makes sense. Like, I don't know. K was a little tough for me. I picked Kingpin because it is a relatively funny movie. Just, Bill Murray is always amusing to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a comedy bowling movie. Okay. I don't really have much to say because I struggled with this. This was probably my scramble of the group, and it was my definitely my scramble.
All right.
Where
are we on? L?
Yep, last two.
All right. Now, L, I chose the person's last name, but really I probably should have chose his first name, but I just wanted to satisfy my L. Martin Lawrence. I mean, same vein as Eddie Murphy. Seriously? All those shows of Martin? You never watched those shows?
I watched Martin. He's
in the movies, Martin, he falls in the same line with Eddie Murphy to me, like as far as multi-talented, able to play a lot of different roles. And him and Eddie Murphy played in a lot of different movies. So yeah Martin's a funny dude to me. I'm not a big fan of the whole Big Mama House thing because it didn't do anything for me, but some of those roles that he played on the Martin show, like Jerome in the House, and oh man, yeah, a lot of that stuff was hilarious. Martin changed like a lot of the culture, like the way people say stuff like get the step in and you know, what's up? Like, I mean, that man, Budweiser did a whole commercial behind that shit.
Yeah.
That went on for
I'm not
fucking
saying
years.
He's not iconic. He just never fucking tickled the fancy.
Yeah. Damn, you said that in true Irish voice. He was like, tickle my fancy.
Never tickled it. So I went first name for my L. Yeah, I mean, Louis C.K., George Lopez, no.
Louis C.K. George Lopez, no. I don't even know who Lucy is.
Yeah. I went Leslie Nielsen.
Oh, from the Naked Guns?
Yeah.
The Naked Guns were just, I put them in the same, like you said, a lot of the end of the 70s into the 80s, there was tons of movies like that. The Airplane, there was Meatballs, Revenge of the Nerds, like it was just like
Caddyshack,
endless,
all that stuff, yeah.
Yeah, endless amount of movies with one theme, and there was just a bunch of goofy shit going on everywhere. Naked Gun was one of them.
Yeah, no. So Leslie Nielsen, just one, he's looked like he was 55 years old for about 74 years.
Yeah, yeah. I never recall him with anything but white hair. I've never seen him with either, you know, blonde or black or regular hair. He's always had white hair since I can recall.
Yeah, just it. He was almost like, he almost felt like a physical manifestation of Mr. Magoo, because he seemed like he was oblivious, but he wasn't, but he was, but he wasn't. Like he was in on the joke, but then he wasn't kind of in on the joke. It was just fun. And he was in that mold of hidden jokes that were in the open. It just, fucking absolutely legendary, and he played like the same general thing every time, and it worked every fucking time. It's gross how good that guy was at being him. So yeah, he's definitely like to the point where he 100% is on my Mount Rushmore.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go that far, but yeah, it's funny. Right.
All right.
Last one
we got for M.
This next comedian, I don't even think a lot of people know about him, but this guy, some of his stand-up and some of his comedy, I ain't gonna say it made you feel embarrassed, but made you feel bad for who he was ripping on half the time. Paul Mooney. I don't know if y'all.
Mooney. Golly.
That dude is uncensored. I mean, if you want to talk about uncensored, I mean, everybody know probably in modern world know him on Dave Chappelle as Ask a Black Dude. Yeah. But if you listen to, I mean, and he actually did a lot of writing for Richard Pryor's stand-ups too. Like Paul Mooney's a ghostwriter, like a ghostwriter and like comic that writes people's material. This dude, sometimes he had, you know, jokes and shows that, man, he laid into to white people so bad. If you're watching it sometimes with a white audience, you like almost feel bad, like you almost feel ashamed to be in the room because he's just going that hard. Paul Mooney is ruthless, yo. That dude.
Yeah, I mean, I know from Ask a Black Dude, the stick was very like fuck whitey. Was he really kind of about that, or was that just kind of like his like shtick?
His stick was mainly just, you know, he would find different things that he would say that like people didn't want to say, but he would say. Okay. You know, it's like, okay, here's what the public wants you to think. Here's what's really going on. And I'm going to say it, even though the goofy motherfuckers like Bill Cosby won't say it to you. You know, he was wrong, uncut. I mean, I wouldn't go as far as to call him racist, like he hated white people. It's just that he made sure he left no stone unturned. He left no word or no conversation unhinged because he was gonna tell you. He was coming out.
So Dirk says Lewis Black. I used to like him when I was younger. Then it just got old. I'm like, all right, and I know it's ironic because I just said Leslie Nielsen, pretty much the same thing all the time. Always was funny. Well, Lewis Black, pretty much the same thing all the time. Not really that funny anymore. So it goes back to the jokes. It's like it's all about kind of who's delivering and how it goes.
No, Black. My cousin Vinny, Mr. Bean.
Fair.
Meatballs. Yeah. What's Carlos Mencia?
Carlos Mencia, the guy that pretty much just stole everyone's jokes. He was like the dirt guy. He was awful. Just an absolute fucking waste of semen. So my M. It's Charlie Murphy.
I should have put my Eddie Murphy here. Would have had the brothers back to back.
Fucking darkness. Let's go. Charlie Murphy is so fucking funny because he's so aggressive.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's not trying to be funny. It's like he's almost like funny just the way he goes about things because he tries to be as serious as possible, but it don't work out.
It's ridiculous because he's got these big ass fucking white teeth and just like he can't stop from laughing, and his like delivery is half retarded. And I'm like, like, you did a lot of partying, my dude. That's fine. That's great. But like, you are like, your delivery is not great, but because it's not great, it's fucking wonderful.
Hilarious.
Because you're you. And that just, once again, goes back to the J. It's all about how you deliver it and who's delivering it. Charlie Murphy is so fucking funny. He's not funny in stand-up. Doesn't really work. But situational comedies, situational things, you're like, dude, this guy is so goddamn funny. It's not even fair.
Yeah.
Because like he's not trying, and I think that's what makes him so funny, because he's not trying.
Yeah. Like when he was talking to him on Chappelle and he was talking about Rick James, he was like, and he stepped over the line. He's a habitual line stepper. Like, he was serious as hell.
Who says that? Who fucking says it? Yeah.
He wasn't even trying to be funny, but the shit was funny. Because he said he's a habitual line stepper. Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I know this is blasphemous, but not a huge Eddie Murphy guy. Didn't really, I don't know. Just didn't really do it for me. But Charlie Murphy, that motherfucker can narrate my life. Just like read my story, and I'll just be like,
let me ask you about Eddie Murphy. I'm not trying to convert you or anything, but have you seen Eddie Murphy raw stand-up?
I have.
You're not impressed.
I'm not saying I wasn't impressed. It just was one of those things where I'm just like, okay. And I know I feel bad because I chose entertainment over Eddie. Not great. But I mean, he was the first person I thought about, and it didn't really like give me a good, like, yeah, this is what I want to choose.
That was like one of the first people I put on my list, period. Because it was just like, okay, this is the GOAT. That was probably my first. My first feeling was Chappelle. I ain't gonna even lie. Fair. More recency bias. And then, of course, we talk about Chappelle and Rebret say so much about him so much. So, yeah. But then right after Chappelle, I was like, went straight to Eddie.
Yeah. Now, this is fun. I'm terrified to do the rest of this list, though. I don't, you can't make me.
Some of these letters, I have no clue.
Yeah, right, like there ain't gonna be a Z letter. So if you fucking people expect a Z, ain't gonna happen.
I don't see nothing for X. Like, what's X?
No. Like, and what we've learned over the years of doing this, there are certain letters where we have them go fuck themselves. Honorable mentions. Jermaine fucking did that. That's called Jermaine's list, generally speaking.
Yeah. Honorable mention. I know you say you ain't like Chevy Chase, but for L, I did have the Lampoon movies or the National Lampoon movies.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them were funny. I mean, like the one where the Christmas one where what's
Yeah,
his name?
I mean, everyone knows
Quaid
the
or Dennis
fucking
Quaid or whatever, and they
Yeah.
did this. Yeah, that was some funny
everyone
shit.
knows that scene. Like I actually have like fucking pants and a flask for like National Lampoon. So yeah, I'm a fan of it, but Chevy Chase in his own like universe is
in his
kind of
own
nuts.
little world by himself outside of that
I've
movie.
heard he's
and
an awful fucking human. An awful fucking
Yeah,
human.
I heard he's an asshole. Everybody's always
And I'm like, that takes all of your fucking that takes everything away. You're like,
Yep.
John Candy, yeah, that's fair. John Candy's
John
good.
Candy, yeah. John
Steve
Candy's
Martin was
definitely
never fun to me. Steve Martin is like in the same vein of Leslie Nielsen, where he hasn't aged, but he's aged from birth.
Yeah.
Like he came out looking 23 and then aged to like 47 in year 2. Never was funny to me. Never funny to me. Like I think he was too white guy. Larry David is basically just John Draper. Let's be honest. They look the exact fucking same. Never really watched Curb Your Enthusiasm, but I've seen little clips of it, and I'm like,
me too.
Yeah, Larry David is fucking horribly offensive, and I'm like, yeah, I can get down with that. I like offensive comedy. I do. I like people being uncomfortable. I like people squirming. Yeah, I was gonna say like I'm sure my white ass would love Paul Mooney. But yeah, like and that's where I go back to the whole entertainment portion of it, man. Like it's all entertainment, man. It's all love. It's all funny. It's all being silly and cracking jokes and getting your endorphins running and your like it's just have fun, man. Have fun with it. You know,
Chappelle said it best on one of his stand-ups recently on Netflix, well, not recently, but ever since he hit the Netflix scenes with his stand-ups.
Since he came back from Africa. Got it.
He said, being a comic to this crowd out here today, he said, is some of the hardest shit he could ever do. He said, that's what this crowd sounds like to me. He said, I'll cancel you. I'll come back 20 years. Like, how do the comics do it today? I mean, it's supposed to be a joke. We're here.
It's not worth it. You have to be all inclusionary. It's like you fucking have to DEI or whatever the fuck it is, like your comedy now. Like, it's fucking weird, man. That's weird. And it's so weird, man. As a society, we've crossed the threshold of not giving a fuck about anything except everything at the same time. Like, yeah, that's not fucking ambiguous and awful. Cool. Let's do that. That sounds great.
I equate it to like being a comic now to me is like trying to be a 80s NFL player. Trying to play in today's NFL game with all the flags and stuff. Like Steve Atwater and John Lynch and all, they couldn't play in today's game. They wouldn't make it. They would get suspended every week. Yeah.
The wife watches the Abbott Elementary. No, it's not fucking. And not gonna lie, isn't there a bunch of bitches on there? Yeah, okay. Case closed there. Sitcoms aren't funny to me either. Like cable, it's not funny. Back in the day, Married with Children, yeah. All in the Family, yeah.
Oh, I forgot about Al Bundy. What's his real name again?
Ed O'Neill.
Ed O'Neill. Oh, okay.
Also, fun story. Ed O'Neill, former Steelers draft pick. If you didn't
know. Yes. They really drafted him.
Yep.
I did not know that.
You're welcome. yeah. I guess what we can really bestow on people is to go have fun with jokes. They're jokes. Don't take don't take them to heart, man. Like, it's all about having fun. And honestly, people that can do jokes, that can do comedy, that have that comedic timing and that ability, it's a fucking art form, man. That shit is not easy. I mean, I have been known to give some folks some chuckles. Don't really know how, why, or when. It just tends to happen. And I think that's kind of the best type of comedy, right? Where you're not trying to be funny. You just fucking end up being funny.
Yeah. I mean, like me, I don't walk into a room and I'm trying to get everybody cracking up. I observe what's going on. And then if a certain situation that happened and I can make a little snicker or a quick one-liner, I might throw it out there. And if people laugh, they laugh. If they don't, they don't. I'm not, I'm not taking, tallying stars or anything like that. It's not, picking me up or anything like that. And if don't nobody laugh, it's not tearing me down. I'm not going to be depressed, but at the same time, I'm not going to get get my head too big. Like, oh my God, I'm really funny. I should go into this. No. I'm situational funny. Like certain situations, I can crack a joke here and there, but that's about it.
Well, next week we got M through whatever letters that we omit. And I told you about the next show after that. Then we're on the Minority Report next week. Yada, 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 yada. We're back to football again every Tuesday. Looks like Chris is back on working at home, so the time will change back for Bucks and O's back to 6. But this week there isn't a show because it's an office week, so sorry. So we'll see folks on Tuesday, and then we'll come back on Friday, and then be on the Minorities on Saturday, and all the other fun stuff. So we're gonna play the outro, all that fun jazz. So I appreciate you guys coming in and participating.
Hopefully this was fun. I
know Kyle was excited about this. We were excited too. So we'll be looking forward to next week. So we will see you then.
Every day come alive. If you love the game, then you already know the vibe. Yeah. Football on Sunday, football all day. Predictions so cold, make the doubters all fade. Who's making the playoffs? Who's taking the crown? Somebody's going up, somebody's going down. Fantasy lineups, coaches on blast. Looking at the future while respecting the past. Every touchdown call got the chat going wild. Everybody talking, everybody getting right. Now it's X's and O's more than sports on the mic. Talking wins and losses that we face in real life. Lessons from the struggle, celebrations from the climb. Keeping every conversation honest every time. It's about the people, not just stats on a page. Helping everybody grow no matter the age. From the locker room talks to the everyday grind. Leave every listener with something on their mind. Oh, different shows, same family, different lane, same destiny. 3 brains grow and never slow. In every episode, the movement keeps flowing. 3 mics, 1